What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Alright, we're coming back to Babymetal. Yes, indeed. Babymetal fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to do all the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-bibbity bop, do me a favor. Before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Krauser, Neon Genesis, and Sabometal, and it was also the winner of the Patreon request prioritization poll, winning with 76% of the vote. Moving up from number 495 in the queue, straight up to number 1. So yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, your voice, your vote does matter. They all want to see me react to this song by Babymetal called The One, Stairway to Living Legend. Now, have I heard the song before? Full disclosure, yes. Yes, I have heard this before. I've heard Babymetal The One. As a matter of fact, I did a reaction to it. So, yes, I have heard the song before, okay? Now, here's the thing. Everybody was telling me that this is a different take on the same song. So, I guess in a sense, they're covering themselves? I suppose? A different version of the same song, a different arrangement of the same song. And I loved in the comments. I was reading the comments in the poll, and everybody was saying, well, he hated The One. He's really gonna hate this. First of all, I didn't hate The One. I thought The One was a great song. I really did. Where in the world people are thinking I hated The One? You better go back and watch my reaction to it again, and you better check yourselves, because I didn't hate that. I don't know where you're getting the idea that I hated that. So, seriously, check yourselves, folks. Check your facts. But people were saying that I'm gonna hate this. I love it when people make that assumption. Well, he didn't like this, so he's gonna hate this. Again, I didn't hate The One. And who knows? I mean, I know people have this idea of what I like and what I don't like, and for the most part, people can be pretty accurate with that, but every once in a while, you know, there's a curveball that's thrown. Now, will I hate this? Maybe. Then again, I might love it. Then again, I might like it. Then again, I may not like it. Then again, I might be just completely indifferent to it. I don't know. I have no idea. The only way we're going to find out is to watch it, listen to it, and experience it. Let's see. This was posted by Babymetal, okay? And the video has 113,027 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. A link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Babymetal, The One, Stairway to Living Legend. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
It's an interesting take. Stripped down, slowed down, piano and vocals. Really interesting take. It's working. It definitely works. Between the two, I think I like the other one better. I think I like the full rock version better from a power standpoint. But there's a certain level of intimacy that is happening here with this stripped down version. That I if I remember correctly, no, actually, I don't think I said that. Never mind. I take that back. I was thinking to myself, did I say during the course of my reaction to the original version of the song, did I ever say that the song lacked in intimacy value? I don't think I ever did. And it really didn't. Having that flying pyramid coming over the crowd, that kind of eliminates that from happening. But this setup with just having piano and vocals, it sounds interesting. It is working. And I have no problem with it. It sounds good. I'm enjoying it, but I like the other version better. So far. Now look, we still got about 4 minutes to go. Things can change. Oh yes, they can. So I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens here. Moa just circling the stage like an assassin, looking for the perfect opportunity to strike. Kind of creeps me out a little bit, if I'm being honest with you. It's a little creepy. It's more of the same. It's pretty. It's really pretty. And it definitely has that sense of intimacy, playing the stripped down version. And like I said, I'm not hating it. I'm not disliking it. I'm actually enjoying it, believe it or not. I'm going to say, and I said it before, and I'm going to say it again, I do like the other version better by comparison, but that does not mean I'm not enjoying this at all. I'm definitely enjoying this. The production on this, I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a production from Babymetal that fell short of amazing. I don't think I've ever seen a production that just felt like they mailed it in. Now, they didn't mail this in at all, and they never do, in all honesty. They always go above and beyond with their production. A lot of cryo, a lot of fog on that floor. They must have gone, I don't know how many hundreds of pounds of dry ice they must have gone through during the filming of this. It must have been a ton. It may very well have been a ton. I mean, they've really filled that floor up, and I know how much dry ice can be used and how quickly it's used to get that amount of fog, man. It's not easy. So, let's keep going here. It says 36 seconds left, but it feels like that's the end. I'm kind of scared to push play and see like a bunch of credits and stuff like that. Ah! Totally unnecessary. Well, let's roll credits. I don't know. Maybe there's more to the video, but 36 seconds left. That seems kind of short. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see what happens here. I'll tell you what. I'll play it, and if I think it's necessary, if I think it's needed, I'll keep it in, and we'll use it obviously. But if I don't think it's necessary, then I'll cut it off, and I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Son of a gun. Don't tell me it's going to be up there for 30. Okay, good. Should I keep that in? Yeah, I guess. It doesn't do any harm, I suppose. All right, we'll keep it in. Keep it in. Keep it in. Okay. I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Babymetal with the one Stairway to Living Legend. This was a request from Krauser, Neon Genesis, Sabo Metal, and it was also the winner of the Patreon request prioritization poll, winning with 76% of the vote. Moving it from number 495 in the queue straight up to number 1. So yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, your voice, your vote does matter. Okay, I thought about this, and there honestly really is not a whole lot to talk about. This, for those of you who are expecting like, you know, a 20-minute review like I've done in the past with Babymetal, I'm sorry to disappoint you. I don't think we're even gonna get to 10. Honestly, I very seriously doubt it. But let's get to it. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give that an 8.8. Yep, 8.8. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first of all, to all those people that were making comments of he's gonna hate this, he's gonna slam this, he's not gonna like this, he's gonna give it a terrible score. I don't think an 8.8 is a terrible score. As a matter of fact, I think an 8.8 by definition, if I remember correctly, an 8.8 is actually a great score. And this was a great job of a reimagining of a song that they have already recorded and done. I'm just gonna put this out there right now, and I am gonna say this. I'm just gonna get this out of the way. I do like the original better. I do. I like the power and the energy of the first one, the drive of the first one. The fact that they did it in front of a crowd made a big difference. Yeah, I definitely enjoyed the first one a lot more than this. I don't remember the score I gave the first one. I think it was in the 9s. I don't remember. I know it was in the 9s, but I don't remember where in the 9s it was. No, but look, I'm giving this an 8.8, and there's a number of reasons for that. Having the guts and the courage to take a song and reimagine it and put it out there like this, that's not always easy to do. It's not, because you're opening up a door to a lot of criticism and ridicule. And if you do not do a great job on it, you could be in for some real rough waters when it comes to your fan base. If you're gonna do a reimagining, you better do it justice, and you better have a good reason for it. I have a feeling there is a reason for it, and I'm gonna get to that at the end. But this reimagining was actually really well done. I like the approach. It was a definite different approach. It wasn't full-blown energy. It wasn't full-blown fullness. It wasn't full-blown crowd reaction slash crowd interaction. It wasn't, you know, it didn't have all that energy and light that the first one had. This was much more scaled down intimate feeling from an instrumental setting. We're literally talking vocals and piano. That's it for the most part. Later on towards the end, we had the strings come in. Nice addition, and I'm glad they didn't have the strings at the beginning. I'm glad they gave it somewhere to go, so the song was able to grow and the song was able to evolve. Very important, and they did a great job with it there, adding in the strings where they did. Sue's vocals on this, but being honest here, actually, I think I like her vocals on this better than the original. They definitely sounded stronger. They sounded more powerful. They sounded more projected. They sounded a lot cleaner. Now, this could be for one of two reasons. One, it's done in a more intimate setting so you can really hear the quality without having to listen to her vocals through guitars and bass and drums and everything else. That's a possibility. The other possibility is maturity. I know this was done after that. I mean, this was, I don't know what, did this even appear on an album? Was this actually recorded for an album? I don't know. Maybe this was just done for this video. But in any case, maturity definitely helps. And I know her voice has gotten stronger over the years, and that's a very strong possibility. Maybe it was just a stronger vocal performance. But in either case, it sounded better. It sounded stronger than the original one. So I will definitely give it that. The arrangement of the piano, really nicely done, not overly played. I wouldn't say sparse, but definitely leaving room to grow, I guess is a good way to put it. It didn't sound hollow. It sounded just fine. It did, the piano did the job that it needed to do without doing more than it was needed to do. So whoever arranged the piano did a really nice job. And whoever arranged the strings did an even nicer job. So I liked both of those entrances. As far as the message here goes, I could be wrong. Listen, I'm not the biggest Babymetal fan. I will say I'm a fan. I will say that. But I'm not familiar with all the lore and all the backstory and all the direction and everything. I'm not that big of a fan, okay? I'm not a total and full-blown fanboy like a lot of people are. And there's nothing wrong with being that. If you're happy being there, that's fine. It's just I'm not there. I'm not at that level. You know, I'm not at level 10 on the fanboy scale of Babymetal. I'm on about like a 2 to a 2.5 somewhere. I like them. I like where they're going. I like the direction. I like the messages. I like the songs. But I'm not one of these people who are going to be going and collecting every single piece of merch and hanging it up on my wall and creating a shrine to Babymetal. I'm just not that kind of person. I don't even do that with Kiss. So if I'm not going to do it with Kiss, I can't imagine me doing it with any band. So in any case, I'm not familiar with the backstory. I'm not familiar with the lore, but something tells me they're calling it quits. Either now or in the very near future. Like, they're on their way out. And listen, they've had a great run. They have, and I absolutely appreciate everything they've done. But there's gonna come a point where Babymetal being performed by young ladies in their 20s and 30s, it's gonna start to look, I hate to use the word silly, but it's gonna start leaving people scratching their heads going, I don't get it. It was one thing when they were, 14 and 12, and when they were 10 and 12, and when they were, 15 and 17. That's one thing. They're all under the age of 18. They're still children. You know what I mean? That makes perfect sense. But the minute that they start getting into their mid 20s to early 30s, it is gonna start making people kind of scratch their heads, going, I don't know if this really makes sense anymore. You know what I mean? So I wonder maybe that this is their way of saying we're either on our way out, peace, see you later, or we're on our way out, and we're gonna be wrapping it up here very soon. That's kind of the message I was getting from the video anyway, and the message I was, like, especially with that last shot with them ascending the stairs, that definitely kind of sends a message. Now, is that the case? I don't know. I've heard that there's a new album coming out in the near future. Maybe this is going to be their final album. I don't know. And then that begs the question, and this is a question I'm sure a lot of people are wondering. Should Babymetal live on with new kids? Should they bring in new kids to fill the shoes and carry on the legend that is Babymetal? The same argument is being made with Kiss. Gene Simmons has announced this is it. He's done. After this thing in Vegas, he is finished. He is hanging it up. And people are asking the question, should Kiss continue with a new bass player? It's one thing to have a new drummer and a new guitar player, because Ace and Peter have come and gone, and now we have Eric, and we have the name escapes me. I keep wanting to say Vinnie Vincent, and I know it's not Vinnie Vincent. It's Tommy Thayer. That's who it is. So right now, Tommy Thayer's wearing Ace's face paint, and Eric's wearing Peter's face paint. So the question is, should Kiss continue with the new bass player? I don't think they should. I think they should call it quits. I think they should hang it up and leave it as is. I think they should, in all honesty, they should have called it quits 20 years ago. And this is coming from a Kiss fan, you know what I mean? I love Kiss. I honestly think they should have called it quits 20 years ago. It's gotten to the point where there was a point in my life where I would have done anything to see Kiss playing live. Back in the, makeup days. And when they came back and did their reunion tours and stuff, I wish I could have gotten a ticket. Couldn't. Now, I've watched live footage of them in like 2022 and 2021. It's hard to watch. It is really hard to watch. And if someone were to offer me a ticket for free to go see them, I don't know. I don't know if I would want to go. I don't know if I would want to have my vision of them ruined by going and seeing them live now. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I would honestly I'd probably go just so that I could say that I went and I did see Kiss perform live in 2023. But I don't want that to happen with these girls. I don't want that to happen with Babymetal, where they overstayed their welcome and they overstayed where their period of prime time. You know what I mean? God, could you imagine a 70-year-old Sue up there singing, and a 68-year-old Moa trying to do the choreography and stuff? I hope not. I really hope not. But and then that, like I said, that begs the question: should they get new people to fill in the shoes and let Babymetal continue with new girls? I am gonna say no. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think I've ever seen a band succeed like that, where they completely replace everybody in the band just for the sake of having the name of the band continue. I don't think that's ever been a success, ever. I don't think that's ever worked. So I would say let them have the run, let them make their impact, let them leave on top, and call it a quits and say, thank you very much, good night. I really think they should really end it. I really do. Hopefully after this album, we'll see. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they got more in them. I don't know. I mean, look, as long as the crowd wants them, as long as the crowd's willing to pay money to see them, I guess there's validity there, but at the same time, not at the expense of becoming a joke like Kiss has become. Like I said, I don't know if I would even take a ticket for free to see them now. 20 years ago, absolutely, I would have gone and seen them in a heartbeat. But now, I don't think I would. I mean, they're still selling out arenas. They're still selling out their crowds. So good on them for being able to do that. But at the same time, at what cost? At what cost is that worth? What are you willing to sacrifice to allow that to keep happening? Your pride, your dignity, your image? Don't know if it's worth it. Anyway, 8.8. I did enjoy this. Not as much as I enjoyed the original, but this was really well done. And on some levels, like I said, Sue's vocals, I think, were better in this one than they were in the first one. But I do prefer the original live one. I do. I think that one that was more my style. But that's not to say that I didn't enjoy this, because I did. And just to clarify to all the people that were saying in the comments that I didn't like the first one, go back and watch it again. I think you might be surprised by just how much I did enjoy it. And I did enjoy this one too. So 8.8, that's where we're at. That's where we're going to stay. 8.8, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.